Hello, everyone. Welcome back, or welcome if this is your first time listening to the conversation I'll be having today. My name is Maria, Mara, however you want to call me. Every chapter of your life, every experience you go through, all the different people you meet, and how you shift and change, it all gives you like different names. And the other day I was actually talking to someone talking about how powerful our names are. I guess my first nickname was Maya, then it was Mara, then it was Marie. Now it's Marilone. It depends how you know me. Anyway, welcome back. We have a new conversation happening today. It took me a bit of time to ground myself because it was a hectic weekend, as they usually are. But the energies are a little bit weird in the air, I have to tell you that. And when I was pulling the cards this morning, I was really expecting to see some like big energies, big messages. But you will see, we are dealing with a lot of little things, energies, and stuff on the table. And the reason why we are here today is that we'll be talking about the next full moon. The next full moon that is coming in, and it will be in the sign of fiery, exciting, creative, powerful vibe of Aries. So we are still in Libra season. Very interesting that we have like very little swords on the table, and the card of swords I have is very, very calming. I guess we are already dealing with quite a lot. And being aware of the power of taking the step back, reflection. You see, like subconsciously, I'm burning the Palo Santo a bit more than usual because we need to clear the air. So yeah, I was talking about the Libra season, the air element, the intellect, the conversation. Loads has been happening. We are challenging by nature. We are challenging by human actions. We are challenging with everything that is happening around us and the way we feel. And we don't know how to get involved or not get involved. And we hope for a change, but we don't know if the change is possible, and so on and so on. So with the Four of Swords energy, not my favorite illustration, right? I mean, if you're into those like freaky characters, you might like this one, but probably not my favorite version of Four of Swords. But I love the energy of the Four of Swords. How do I ground myself? How do I calm my mind? Do I know when to withdraw from the outside noise and find that center and peace? I'm actually happy that we are starting the conversation with this card and this energy, because I feel it's very much needed. We do have a lot of fire on the table. Aries is the fire sign, is the first one in the zodiac wheel. If you talk about the fire element, it's about I am. I show up, I do things, I go for it. It's a childlike energy. It can be very fiery, very expressive. Knight of Wands. This is exactly what we are talking about. You know, when you know what you want and you know how to get there, and you're like driven, there is that enthusiasm, there is that passion, there is that drive. Getting out of the eclipse season, we might have still be releasing stuff, or we have already released a lot. And it's easier to move, it's easier to breathe, it's easier to show up. It might not have been easy for you, or obviously it's going to be different for everyone, but it's definitely lighter. It feels lighter to move. Loads of wands on the table today. Look at that. This is a deck I haven't used so far. It's Anna's Cause collection. I got it from a friend for my birthday. Seven of Wands is the energy that talks about standing up for yourself, standing up for your beliefs, standing up for what you have already created for yourself, refusing to lower your vibration, refusing to lower your frequency, choosing your battles. Four of Wands, another number 4. So we have Four of Swords and Four of Wands. Both of these two cards are talking about stability, grounding, structure, right? This is what number 4 is about. Four of Wands is talking about the action that we take to create that structure for ourselves, the stability. It is a card of celebration. It is the card of home, home within, home without. It seems like that Knight of Wands, the Knight of action and fire expression, is very much about protecting that place called home and keeping that ground and stability. The next one in the same fire element is the Ten of Wands. Tens are always about the closure, releasing maximum of the energy you can get from the element we are talking about. Month of October, beginning of November, is very much about closures and the beginnings. With the Ten of Wands, there is that feeling of releasing any energy, any burden that is not yours, anything that feels like super heavy and you're done with it. Because it can't go any further. It has to be dropped, right? Look at him, he's sort of leaning. He's very close to just being done. He's done. He's done with it. And once you know what you're done with, you can go back to that energy of the Knight of Wands. I just had a thought on my mind that I'll probably title this video, What Are You Done With? And what are you ready for? Look at a beautiful Ace of Pentacles. This is one of 3 Pentacle cards I have on the table. Earth element, physical, practical, real. This is when you have an idea, you take an action, and you can start seeing this action becoming real. It is new energy, it's fresh. It takes time to grow, it takes patience, but it has beautiful base to be built on. Probably the next one I will be talking about, let me drop those wands here as we have moved to another element. The next one I will be talking about is the Three of Pentacles. Attracting energies in people that are aligning with what you're about, that understand where you're coming from. You can build together, you can create together, you can grow together. The Three of Pentacles is a very positive card when it comes to work, career, especially if you're in a creative industry. Because it's all about the support and exchanging the skills and building up together. And then we have the Five of Pentacles. Five of Pentacles is the one card in a suite of Pentacles, suite of earth element, that I find quite spiritual, and I think I spoke about this in my previous videos. What is it that I need more of for my heart and soul? Often the physical pleasures are at some point just not enough, right? Number 5 is the number of change and transformation, and we have another number 5 on the table. There is a shift in approach to this physical reality. I think that we are more and more talking about that 5D spirituality and how that spiritual connection with our psyche, our side, that side of our psyche, how important it is, and it is a level up. And I see a lot of good feedback and a lot of change when it comes to these kind of conversations with all the lovely people I speak to out there. And trust me, I have a lot of conversations during the week. I guess when I do those readings, I feel more grounded and more focused, and getting out the best of the messages of the cards for the collective, and how we can help ourselves and our communities and our families to be in a best possible place. Because, you know, we're dealing with a lot. There is so much pressure to show up, to do, to be recognized, to be noticed, to have this like fake identities. It's like almost we are forgetting who we are. Five of Pentacles. What is it that I truly need for my heart and soul? When no one is watching, when no one is looking, when no one is expecting, when you stop worrying about what others want or think. It's not easy, but it's very, very important. Talking about number 5, we have the Five of Cups. This is the only card in element of water that I have on the table in a spread for this conversation. The Five of Cups is talking about change in the way you feel and the way you express your feelings. Keeping the positive attitude, seeing the cup half full rather than half empty, focusing on things that are there and they're good and they're healthy, rather than focusing on things that are missing. Because there is always something of maybe like, oh yeah, that's all fine, but. And I can tell you, like, me personally, being a Virgo, I often catch myself in that mindset. But I'm aware of it and I'm working with it and I'm trying to change that. And this is what's important. And this is why we do tarot. And this is why we love astrology. Whoever tells me, oh, I don't believe in that, it's not about believing, it's about understanding. It's about understanding how we can use those archetypes to understand ourselves better, change what needs to be changed, find a balance where the balance is needed. Because you start from little, you start from yourself, you start from your next door neighbor, and then it spreads. It's very interesting, and I have like 0 major arcana on the table, and I say, like, this conversation is related to the Aries full moon that we have on the 17th of this month, October. It's also super moon. It's the one that is very close to the earth, so we can feel the influences of those energies quite strongly. But it feels like that the focus this time is more about those little things that we are adjusting or getting adjusted to, the shift and the change that is happening within us or outside of our control in a way as well. But I have that feeling of a clearing the air, getting grounded, taking an action that actually makes sense, right? Making those like healthy decisions, quality decisions. Before I started this conversation, I took one of the cards from my postcards oracle deck, and usually those are quite long to read, but I was curious to see, this is one of those decks you hardly ever use, but then every now and then I feel like I want to go for it. And I'm going to finish the conversation today with this message. Change is the only contest, so be open to it. You will achieve your dreams and more. But more important, your happy rewards will be gathered up in the small moments, minor arcana, the gentle breezes, the soft kisses, and the quiet moments, Four of Swords. Your happiest moments will be on the journey itself, not in arriving at any destination. So I'm going to leave you with that. Let it settle. I hope you enjoy this conversation. I'm wishing you happy full moon. Today is the 8th of October. So we still have like a good 2 weeks to go, almost. So obviously there will be shifts and changes, but I feel that this will be kind of useful conversation to share it now, and hopefully it will be seen into time. If you find this useful, if it resonates, please do like, share, comment, all those little sketchy phrases that we try to use and get. It's more about getting the engagement and share the message, really, at least for me. So yeah, I leave you to it. Happy full moon. Happy Samhain, which is coming the end of this month. I'm looking forward to it. I'll be very busy. The October is a very busy month for the witches. I have a couple of private events. I have my usual markets and places. I'm already getting bookings for 2025, which I'm very excited about. So stay tuned and we speak very, very soon. Bye for now.